Well, that's new.
I was going to say.
Well, I've never seen that before. I like it. Never seen that before on one of
I
this
love
show.
that as well. Hello, I've got a proper bloody intro here. What's going on?
You don't need someone to make one for Chat G&G, but it's like our faces doing it all. But hello and welcome.
Yes, actually, yeah, that's a great idea. Can anyone out there who's good at these kind of things make a Chat G&G with my mug and his beautiful face in it?
Mugs, our mugs. Let's call it mugs. Our mugs.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's what a start. Welcome to Chat G&G this week. I know it's a bit early. Normally we do when do? We do what's it called? We do Fridays, don't we? But we're a bit early.
Mm-hmm.
So it's because I've got a busy week ahead.
Mm-hmm.
And I think loads of things are going to happen this week as well. I just think we're on a teetering. We're teetering somewhere on a precipice where something's going to happen for Liverpool. So how about we talk about first things first? Should we go through with things in order, or do you want to do a quick catch up on how your week's been? You had a good week. How's life? You all right?
We don't need to. Who cares about me, man? What the hell? Everybody wants to know about Liverpool news, and nobody cares about me, man. Let's crack on.
I care. Anyway.
I know you do, but we speak every day, so that's fine. You don't need to ask me again on live just to show you. You don't need to show your love for me. I know how much you love me. We don't need to make it public.
X is here. He's Gags and Grizz. Bye, John. Looking forward to this. Thank you. Bye. Love you.
Thank you very much. We're looking forward. Listen, guys, what people need to know, Gags, right, is how much people look forward to it. That's how much we look forward to it. Like, we actually look forward to the show. Like, Hanji, we trying to make it happen. Like, what time? When are you free? We've got to make it work. I'm very busy, and Gags is even more busy. But we still make it work. Because we love it. The community that we've built, the support that you've shown us, it's amazing. We're new on YouTube. When I say, I know I've been on it a while, but Gags and Co are new on YouTube, and the amount of work and effort they've put in, it's mad. So we love it. We have a gub shop. We don't take it too seriously. This show is not going to be no BAFTA award-winning, Journalist of the Year show. This is just a bit of gub shop. Gub shop means chat G&G, and that's what we're about.
Two friends having a chat about football, about Liverpool, the club we love, and also we'll try and cover a few other things today. But there's so much Liverpool news, and the first thing is everybody's beloved Nunez's exit. So hey, hasn't done well for us, hasn't been a success, but thank you for the time, and we should be respectful at least and say good luck, because it looks like he's off to Saudi, bud.
It's not looking. It's. I've been told it's pretty much done.
Okay.
It's done. It's. I'm surprised that he's chosen Saudi, Gags. I don't know what you think. At his age, I'm surprised, especially with Milan and Napoli lurking in the background. But it seems as though they couldn't match the personal terms or the actual fee that Liverpool were looking. Now, I know there was fees being bandied about by Nunez, but I knew from early he's not going to fetch more than 50 million. All these 60 and 70 millions was a pipe dream, even from Saudi. And so now it's been revealed by reliable sources that the fee is in around 43 million plus add-ons, pounds. So look, like you said, I wish him absolute luck. I thank him for his services, but I'm not going to sit here and change my opinion just because he's gone now and milk it and just do the popular opinion. I didn't rate him from the start. I didn't think he would be a success at Liverpool. And I hate to say I've been proved right, because I love being proved wrong when it comes to the detriment of Liverpool doing well. Do you know what I mean? I'd rather Liverpool do well. But while he was at Liverpool, I supported him loads and I wanted him to do well. On Rivals show, I was always defending him. I was thinking of the positives that he brings to the team, his energy, his passion, his desire. Ultimately, Gags, we have to call a spade a spade. Well, I'm going to call a spade a spade. He wasn't a success.
No, he wasn't. And sorry, wrong one. Ben Jacobs upset. Ali says, so thank you, Ali. I've just seen that now come up in my Discord. Ben Jacobs, a friend of the show, obviously. Liverpool and Al Hilal are this evening finalising a verbal agreement for Darwin worth 53 million plus add-ons. Apparently, I've heard the add-ons will be about 17, so it'll go up to 70. Nunez has now agreed financials. He's expected at AXA tomorrow, where he could say his goodbyes before flying to Germany for a medical. So that's pretty much happening, guys. Very interesting news. I think, on the books, he's worth 30 million. So it's going to be around a 20 million, 15 to 20 million profit. Again, very good. Just like we just got with Morton for 15 minutes, that's 30 million profit in just a couple of days. Obviously, like you said, can't disagree that he was a success. He wasn't. He was.
Can I ask if you can think of a more divisive in terms of opinions player in recent times? And chat, let us know what you think. If there's anyone that you think has divided opinion as much as Darwin Nunez has.
I've got one. You're gonna hate it. Hendo divided opinion badly.
What shout? That's a great shout.
Like a lot of people loved him because he was captain, but then a lot of people just hated the horrible passes he used to make. Is to give the
That's
ball
actually
away.
a fantastic idea. Shout. That's actually a fantastic shout.
Hendo Wars was a real thing on Twitter and on Discord. Like Darwin Wars has been the latest thing. What's his name?
Good shouts coming in. Ginny, yeah, there's good shouts.
Yeah, and then we got
right now Curtis Jones. I think he's going to be the new.
Oh, Robbo, massive right now. Not early on. He was great. The last 2 years, a lot of people turning on Robbo.
But that doesn't count in the criteria that I'm talking about. I'm talking about in their prime. Because I can understand people turning on Robbo now. But in Robbo in his prime, there was absolutely no divisiveness.
No. He was fantastic. He was excellent.
Yeah. And even Hendo.
Never excellent though.
Never excellent. No. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying the divisiveness was
massive. He'd give everything and he worked really hard.
Can I say something? You're not going to probably like this. I think it was mostly on Twitter, the divisiveness.
Yeah, I think the fans in the stadium loved him. Always. I think the fans in the stadium are completely different to Twitter anyway. You'll find that let me tell you something, if you are paying, especially the away fans, right? If you are paying to travel and watch Liverpool every single week, do you know the investment that is? Do you know how much that is cost-wise? Especially if you're going up north and coming down to London. I know there's going to be a lot based in London as well. So they get to watch the Reds in London and it's fine. But still, there's costs involved for a lot of people that travel up and down. And they're going to be proper Liverpool fans in terms of like always the positive, always the supportiveness, always. That's just how it is. That's how it goes. And so you won't hear that in the stands. You won't hear that especially in the away fans. They're going to be straight after everyone. I want to just shout out to Manu here because last week he wasn't too happy with us. Big up, mate. Thank you very much for the compliment. Someone, one of the guys, I think timed him out last week incorrectly, and he was upset. But we want to apologize for that, Manu. So welcome back. Glad you're back here. Hey, I didn't time him out. One of the guys, I think, the moderators. Yeah. But welcome back, and thanks for being here again. We appreciate it. But like I said, it's one of those things.
It's more. Look, it's more great business. That's the way I look at it. More great business. We've corrected a mistake as quickly as we could have realistically. I think ideally we would have liked to have sold him. If we weren't going for the title and the situation was different, we would have accepted that bigger bid in January. But circumstances were such that we couldn't let go of him in January in case of, XYZ. But now,
and for good reason. He did win us a game or two.
No problem. We had moments with him.
Yeah, and I think at the end of the day, I would rather keep him for that and win and get those points and make our life a little bit easier. They were worth it. Winning a title is worth it. Him experiencing it is worth it. He goes away winning a Premier League title, mate. Like for him, he's a success, right? For him.
I can't be a hypocrite and use what I've used against other players where I've said, look, as long as the whole this time is Liverpool Football Club are successful, to me, it doesn't really matter if parts of it haven't functioned properly. We can speak about it on an individual basis, but as you said, he walks away with being part of this team stroke squad that won us the league title. Great.
He'll always be remembered for being part of a league winning squad. I won't say team because he wasn't in a team.
Well,
Squad.
yeah, squad. Yeah, squad.
The mad thing is, right, Grizz, you know you're on the way out, and everybody's like, no, we won't sell him. You know you're on the way out when the club will not play you or start you because you're gonna cost us 5 million. Because if you hit 50 starts, we owe Benfica. It's Benfica, right? Yeah, 5 million.
Yeah.
And at that point, he's on 49 league starts. He leaves us on 49 league starts. It's smart, but also it tells you, hey, they're not willing to pay a single more penny apart from my wages on me. Like, they are just not willing. That was the clearest sign. And anyone who doubted it at that point, hang your head in shame. When the club doesn't want to spend that money, it tells you they just want to get every penny they can from you.
Yeah, look, it was always the case, but a lot of people are kind of surprised in terms of the fee. What's your thoughts on it? A lot of people are thinking, people are saying, we should have got more, we could have got more. Not really.
No, I think that's the market value for him. He was atrocious for us from a statistical perspective. If you watch games, he couldn't even hold the ball up. There were so many problems. He had flashes where he did well, but overall, he was not.
Well, we have an official here we go. So it's official now.
Well, no, the here we go is still a verbal commitment, though. So
no. Here we go.
Verbal agreement has been completed between all parties. That's his here we go. I'm reading it now. Breaking news.
Yeah, but when he says here we go.
Yeah.
Here we go. Oh, he said here we go. When he says here we go, that means you're done.
Okay. Well, it's great news. And we needed the cash in because it's always best to do.
Well, can someone do the maths for us? Because someone told me in one of the groups that I'm in, right? WhatsApp groups. He said he put in the group, he goes, do you know we are with the Nunez proposed sale, we are on a net spend of approximately £50 million.
Yeah, Man United have spent more. They're about to spend 220, I think.
That can't be right, guys. Can someone work that out for us?
115, right? Plus 30.
Oh, he broke it down, but I didn't get a chance to read it. Okay, so Frimpong 30, Verts 115, that's 145. Kirkes, how much was Kirkes? 40? 185. Ekitike 70. It's gone now. I've given
where do we get to 100 and what? 85?
Yeah.
255.
And Joe Pesci.
I don't know what that was. That was a couple.
1.5 million, let's just say.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Let's just not count Pesci, right? Okay. So we got 255, right?
Right.
So now
outs. Kwanzaa 30.
Yeah.
Kelleher 18. Let's say round it off 50.
Yeah.
Trent 10.
Yeah. 60.
60. Morton 15. Okay.
75. No, let's do it. Come on.
And Nunez 50.
That's 125. What about Diaz? 125.
And Diaz
on top, yeah. So what was Diaz? 60 as well. Yeah, 58, 60. Yeah. So 185. So so basically what we're spending is just Isak. So when people, you know what, we're going to move on. Thank you, Nunez. I think we're done with you because we're going to do some fun now. So Isak Saga, in fact, I'm going to change this to something else. Actually, let's do Isak Saga because a few things will cover. Do we want to do that? I don't know. I'm thinking. No, okay. We'll stick with it. We'll stick with it. I want to do the Barcola stuff with Isak, so we'll do this here now. So we'll do Barcola and Isak. So let's change it to this and let's put that up because that's better. So basically, what I wanted to talk about next was the saga. When you look at the numbers like that, Grizz, and people say, oh, surely we can't afford another one. Oh, surely we can afford 2 more forwards. Isak plus the Diaz replacement. Nobody wants to hear it and nobody wants to say it. We've said it many times. We don't want to think about Jota in this way. But Jota was a squad spot that needed to get replaced by Liverpool. You can't go into a season with one forward, one striker. That's why Ekatike plus Isak makes sense for that number 9 spot. You need 2. Isak plays 3,000 minutes a season. He needs to be rotated. You need a good player. Right. Chiesa's not going to get minutes. Don't even think about Chiesa. He's not even a factor, guys, Mr. Sinclair.
He's not a factor, guys. He's
right?
really
So forget that. Rio is going to get Chiesa's minutes. Okay, he's not going to get more minutes than that. It's not actually good for him. It's actually going to ruin him playing him that much that early. So just Gakpo on the left. It's not good enough for me. And I don't think Wirtz and Dom, we should be risking them going into that too much. It shouldn't be there, the backup. There's got to be a Diaz replacement. There has to be. So my opinion, my belief, with the money we've spent, with what we've still got, if we had the money, and we got Elliott to go yet, and Doak to go. Doak's going to be 15, 20. Elliott's going to be 40 to 45. That's another 60,
possibly
70 million.
Possibly Tsimikas as well. Possibly.
Yeah, for another 5, 10. I mean, he can go for 5, to be honest. Because he's a Greek scouser, man. It's fine. We love him, so it's fine to go cheap. But the point is, mate, we can do Guehi, we can do Isak, and we can do
another
one winger. And if it's Barcola, I would be ecstatic. Have you seen this guy? He doesn't run. He gallops. This boy gallops. He's got horsepower. He is bloody awesome, dude. And it would be exciting to have him. If it was Rodrigo, if it was Barcola on the left, I don't mind. Anyone would. And to be honest, I don't even mind Fofana. I would love Fofana. That guy's so exciting. And also, Fofana doesn't take a squad spot because he's 20. You got to be 21. So he'd take it next year, not this year. So he wouldn't have to take one of those foreign squad spots up just now either. If we went for Leone, the defender, he wouldn't take a squad spot either because he's younger. So Liverpool can be very smart with what they do this summer and stock up a little bit. And then next year, they just have to go for a DM if they want to, or another CB. So my main thing I'm trying to say here is everything's still on. Everything's still open. Don't get fear-mongered into people saying it's Barcola or Isak. Do not get worried about it, man. This team, this club has managed this window better than anyone. Better than anyone. They have run the window. They've run it, Grizz.
But this is, you know, like people of our age group will remember the A-Team. And the A-Team was a fantastic TV show that used to come on Saturday nights. Hannibal Lecter and the gang. Not Hannibal Lecter. Hannibal. What was his name? Hannibal, wasn't it? The main guy.
Yeah. From where?
A-Team.
Yeah, Hannibal. Not Lecter. That's from blooming Silence of the Lambs, isn't it?
I know, I got it mixed up. Two completely different characters. Hannibal from the A-Team is different from Hannibal Lecter.
Yes.
The psychopath.
Hey, look, you can be Hannibal, but guess who I am?
Go on. Mr. T.
Tandon.
So, but this is what I'm saying. So Mr. T obviously was Mr. Muscle, yeah? So that rules you out. Can you take that back, please, yeah? Anyway, so you can't be Mr. T. You can be Murdoch. You're Murdoch.
You want to be Face now, don't you? That's what you want to be. The guy who pulls all the birds.
I'm happy. Because what I was going to say is Hannibal was the guy, right? I'll tell you why. Because Hannibal was the guy with the big fat cigar, right? And every time they accomplished the said mission, what did he used to say? I love when
a plan comes together. And that's what Michael Edwards is doing right now.
And this is what Michael Edwards and Hughes and Co are doing right now. Because this window, in my opinion, has been... Get out of here, Mr. Sky Blue. This is Murdoch. Don't let me start cussing you in front of 5,000 people. I think they're sitting there in their offices, lounges, bars, beaches, wherever they may be right now, thinking, I love when a plan comes together. They have absolutely smoked this transfer window. And I think this is meticulously planned. I genuinely think, guys, here's tonight's bomber. I genuinely think we have, I've said the Isak bomber to death, so that's boring now. People obviously want to know next. I genuinely believe Mark Guehi is sat there knowing where his next club is. Mark Guehi is sat there knowing everything's been agreed. He wants Liverpool, we want Liverpool, and we've got Palace exactly where we've got Newcastle. In terms of Palace, just need to get their recruitment sorted. After the Charity Shield, I firmly believe we will make a move on Mark Guehi, and the price will come down. They've already come down from 50 million to 40 million, and I think we will eventually get him for around circa 30-35 million pounds.
Yeah, absolutely. Exactly what I've heard as well is that Liverpool want to do the deal in the 30s, not in the 40s. So Palace will have to, come down a little bit. But as that gets closer to the season, they're going to be desperate for that money to come in and not losing for free, especially when Guehi seems to be holding on as well and not pushing to go anywhere, and he's only going to go one place. So I think it's a good spot if we go for Leone as well. Big, strong lad, 6'5", good in the air.
I love that. Oh, when I heard the hot.
Handled Lukaku with ease apparently last season. Someone like that coming in as a the younger
replacement.
Yeah, as the Kwanzaa replacement gives us, and also to be honest, the Gomez replacement, because let's be honest, Gomez is not going to get many minutes now. The way he's just going to keep getting injured, unfortunately, and this might be his last year with us. So if we get anything out of Gomez this year, it's a bonus. We do need 2 centre backs, but like I said, I think Liverpool have plenty still to sell and plenty of money to come in. So folks shouldn't be worried about how much money we got to spend. And we saw Kara saying 150 million, is it worth it for Isak? And we're going back to Isak here. Yes, absolutely, it's worth it, because even if he plays 3,000 minutes, he's going to score more than majority of the strikers in the league will score with 6,000 minutes. He's that blooming good, So at the end of the day, I just think he is worth all of that, and I don't think anybody should be worried. I think Isak will be coming to Liverpool. I cannot see anything happening in any other way. Look at today; didn't train with them again. Had to have meetings again. The saga's long. I'd say, folks, just be patient, because what's happening is, like Ben said last week here on the show, they have to buy a player, and I know it's not working for them, because let's be honest, the Sesko stuff, what a joke. He really strung them along, and I don't feel sorry for Newcastle at all.
Oh, this is what I was going to say.
No, he did string them along. I don't feel sorry for them, but he strung them along. He made them
fools. Don't feel sorry for Newcastle.
They are the fools of the window. Like, as good as Liverpool's window was, I tried to say this to Ben last week, Newcastle's is the worst in history. Like, nobody has been. There's jokes going on about, they had a family day today. Have you seen the tweet with someone said, hey, the mothers and fathers said, no, now Newcastle going to target the uncles and aunties to come in instead? That's the jokes that people are taking the pee out of Newcastle for everything. Somebody put a joke on how they left Matt Target back in Seoul because it was like they missed the target again. So it's like people are they're the laughing stock. They're the laughing stock of the Premier League right now. They are going to end up getting Nicholas Jackson. By the way, that's not going to be a bad signing. Can I just go through something really interestingly here? And we'll get to Ken Murphy in a second. He's put something up. In fact, let's do Ken first, because he's given us a super chat. So Ken, due to the horrendous passing of, Ken, we don't know if that's the case, but hopefully maybe that's the case. So probably don't want to really discuss that too much, but we had to put it up. But thank you for the super chat. Basically, Liverpool getting, let's say, 50 million quid for Nunez, right, from Saudi, right? We're going to put that 50 million, send it over to Newcastle for Isak, yeah? They're going to be sending that 50 million over with some more to Chelsea for, what's his name, Jackson. They're going to spend some of that 50 million or all of it over to Leipzig, that 50 million, right, to get Xavi Simons, yeah? Leipzig are going to give us the 50 million to pay for Elliott. That 50 million from Saudi to us is going to do the rounds, all these clubs, and come back to us in the end anyway.
Business.
Mental, innit?
This is business.
That's absolutely, if that happens. But I think Jackson will be the one they go for.
I think so.
Yeah. So,
Watkins or Jackson? Who's left? Watkins or Jackson?
Yeah. MK goes, money laundering. I'm here for it, bro. It is big business, man.
It's big business, man. Honestly,
but you know what we haven't done in the past is do those type of money trails for transfer windows and figure out, because this must be happening every blimmin' season. So, but yeah, that's what's best for business for Liverpool right now. I mean, some people won't like it that the Saudi money is going round and ends up back with us. But yeah, you know,
Big up my friend Jamie Keegan, who's been on my channel a
Mr.
few
Keegan.
times. Jamie from football coach from the US of A sends in a super chat. Very kind of you. He says, no way a Nunez deal is sanctioned without another forward coming in as well, by the way. Zero chance. After what we've been talking about in terms of how meticulous and careful Liverpool are with their signings and their preparation and their preps and their insights into players and squad numbers, etc., do you really think, obviously the tragic circumstances of Jota, the selling of Diaz, the selling of Nunez, do you really think we're going to not bring in another centre forward? Come on, guys. Even the worst of worst, what's the word when you're negative? Skeptic. Even like, you know, it's come on, open up your minds and open up your brains and embrace this window. Gag said 7 signings. I hate to say he's on schedule to be exactly 7 signings this week.
Can I also say, actually, one, we need to get, someone's paid us again for this and we've got to bring it up, but I don't like saying this, but I don't think such proceeds would go to the Jota family, mate. The Jota family will get his wages. That's what they'd get. A valuation of the player would be the club's insurance policy for themselves, not for the player. The player's insurance would be, I mean, they'd insure his wages as well, but that would go to the family, which is what they said they would do. But this is a different thing that Ken mentioned. But anyway, thank you for the super chat. In terms of not just, my goodness, we are getting a lot of super chats today. Thank you so much, guys. This is amazing. West Coast LFC LA 499. Thank you. Sorry, joined late. Do you think Barcola needs to put pressure on Newcastle? And no way Nunez is going without. Exactly, mate. It could be to put pressure on. I personally think that we have a squad spot available for Barcola as well. We have a winger spot. I think he's 22, so maybe Fofana would be a better choice. But so it could be to put pressure on Newcastle. Who knows? Going back to the striker conundrum. I said to you in May, we were going to get 2 strikers this summer.
Correct.
And I think it's because I knew that there were going to be people leaving this summer. I just knew it.
I have look, I love being wrong, as I said, when it's to the betterment of Liverpool, and you've been spot on, and I want to give you flowers. But can I go back to that conversation and time? At that time, the tragedy that occurred hadn't happened. So therefore, I think that did change this landscape and scenario in terms of 2 number 9s. Now, we may have brought in 2 forwards stroke attackers, but I don't think we would have brought in 2 number 9s if the tragedy didn't occur.
He was leaving, but we all leave it there. We said it on the show that we talked about it. The whole point was that there was rumors he was going to a club. I want to leave it there because
I agree. I want to leave it right there.
Yeah, I want to leave it there because it's done. Rest in peace.
Absolutely.
We're gonna miss you big time. Oh. But yeah, let's move on from it, guys. Let's focus on the current players and not the past and stuff now. If we want, these are difficult topics to discuss. We don't want to seem insensitive at all.
Yeah, look, absolutely. No, we're moving swiftly on. Look, Barcola and Isak news. Look, the news today. Obviously, Isak has trained separately. Was asked to train separately. So this is Eddie Howe flexing his muscles and showing him who's boss, which won't go down well. But I get Eddie Howe. Can I feel sorry for Eddie Howe in all of this, or are you refusing to feel sorry for Eddie Howe as well?
Why the hell would I feel sorry for him? Listen, I'm sorry to say, you reap what you sow. He has forced a couple of sporting directors out, or at least not got on with them and left them. I'll tell you this much. I love Klopp to the core for everything he's done for us. But when Edwards left, our recruitment did drop a little bit. Managers that can't work with sporting directors, the recruitment will fall off. This is the biggest proof of any club that a manager should not be in charge, or his nephew should not be in charge of any kind of recruitment at a club. I cannot feel sorry for him.
Wait, hold on. What's that like? His nephew is in charge?
Yeah, is it like his nephew's running it?
No way.
Mm.
Bomba.
Mm. This is well known. This is well known. Apparently, some Keith guy on who's Keith from? Is it from Sky Sports? Keith something is saying that he's handing his he might be handing his transfer request in. Isak,
is that right now, or yeah? I know it's been talked about.
Yeah, Keith was saying it's imminent or something. I don't know, but we'll see. Keith. Yeah, Sky Sports Keith probably. Well, we talked about Guehi already. So, what is there anything else you want to talk about on the Isak or?
No, I just think obviously people are, and rightly so. As we've said before, we're allowed to get giddy this transfer window. We're allowed to get excited, and people are getting excited about the Barcola link. I don't think we're going to get Barcola. I do agree and believe. I said when Edwards was going to come back, I said don't be surprised if old links or people that he scouted and has got files on and files upon files on resurface again. So look, obviously a few years ago he was looked at when he was but a kid, and now the links are resurfacing. I agree that the journalists that have linked us with him are absolutely tier one. Fabrice Hawkins, especially when it comes to French news, is a top journalist. So if he says Liverpool are interested, then Liverpool are interested. That's what I can tell the community. That if Fabrice Hawkins says something and it's to do with French players, then it's usually spot on. Oh, Jay, the Newcastle fan, thank you very much for tuning in. He says, I totally agree. It's a shit show. His name is Andy Howe.
Yeah, they should do better. They should do. They're in the Champions League. Like, I can't feel sorry. Like, I'm sorry, Jay. Not I should be empathetic, but I can't be, because when we were this shit and we couldn't get anyone in, it's because Rodgers was rubbish. You know, Rodgers was listening to no one, and he was rubbish, and he couldn't attract anyone. And
we don't need to go by that. We don't even need to go that far back, because look at our term under when we didn't have a sporting director, or it was Klopp and Pep making apparently a lot of the decisions transfer wise, and that's been our worst. And that's been our worst shambolic period, especially in the transfer market of the last 7-8 years. Would you say? The failed.
I've been more embarrassed in a window than the Lavia Caicedo window.
That's what I mean. Yeah, that's what I mean.
And I actually heard that, and it might have been in the press, that John Henry came down, after that window and absolutely gave everyone a proper rollicking at the club.
I can imagine.
Because he's really competitive with the Bowley over at Chelsea, and to lose out to 2 signings to him, and then, it was very embarrassing for the club. We were a laughing stock. Absolutely laughing stock.
Alex Crook just reaffirming the news. He says Nunez agreed personal terms on a deal worth, are you ready? In the region of 400 grand a week.
Good for him. You know what? If that's the thing he gets out of it, good for him. Going in some money for 3 years, you still got a career to go somewhere else.
It's to say his goodbyes. Sorry, is expected to say his goodbyes at Liverpool training ground tomorrow. There we go. What's the James Pearce shutdown? Gianni says
he just shuts down everything, doesn't he?
Hold on. Oh, here we go.
Oh, someone's actually made a really good point. We got Maka, Zobo, and Grav in that window, right? Let me tell you, 2 of those, Maka and Zobo, they just got paid out because they were what do you call them, release clauses. They are the easiest kind of deals to do. You don't have to do any negotiating with the club. You pay it, you got them, right? They had to convince the player. That's okay. Klopp could do that. He was good at convincing players. Doing deals, rubbish. That your guy we had, he was in Ibiza half the time. He thought we got Caicedo, went to Ibiza, sat there, went on a piss up. 3 weeks later, came back and went, oh, did we not get him? Shit. That's how he was like. Well, he was on the beach, him. No chance. So, but this is a good point, counter to what I said. But 2 of them was that. And Grav, he wanted out from Bayern, and it was a great deal, a good deal. It turned out to be brilliant. Not many people were too excited about it. Let's put it that way. And the first season, he wasn't great.
Can I read out James Pearce's?
Yeah, go for it.
Liverpool rate 22-year-old Barcola highly, which I said, yeah, we do rate him. But pursuing someone of his profile would act as a pathway blocker for the talented teenager Rio Angamawa, who has enjoyed an outstanding preseason. Liverpool don't want to do anything to impact Angamawa's progression. They also have Cody Gakpo, who is expected to be a regular on the left side of Slot's attack. Thoughts? Does this suggest that we're not looking at another wide forward?
Well,
So maybe
according
not
to James, but let me be honest. James is a good guy, but I don't know if he's got much news nowadays. So, take it with a pinch of salt, I think. I personally can't see Liverpool going into this season without another winger. Fofana being the one, really, I think that's the most likely anyway. Just because Morton's figures of 15 million is just so surprising that we must have done something with them to get that number up, because we're going to pay him back so shortly with the same amount for the first installment on Fofana. I don't know. I'm just guessing. I don't have any info on that, but it just feels a little bit weird that they pay so much. Like Leon pay so much.
I honestly I was astounded. That it was
exactly. It's like just makes no sense that Leon would pay that much money. They got no money. And why would they do that when they're in financial peril as well? Like, it makes no sense. So,
but a couple of things don't make sense, because Leon have cried poverty and suddenly paid 50 million for Morton. Another club that's in the headlines, and look, we're allowed to speak about all other things topical, and especially about this said player, because I think he's a game changer, whoever buys him. Carlos Baleba, the very, very highly rated, I think he's a game changer, was linked with Man United 2 hours before David Ornstein broke the news. And guess, Gags, who broke the story of Carlos Baleba to United?
Indy.
It was our very own Indy. And I say our very own Indy. You've known him how long?
10 more plus. He used to come on, we were a podcast before. He used to come on Nina's post-match show. And so we used to have a call-in. So before, we were never on YouTube. We were always a podcast. And on Twitter, we'd invite callers. And literally, Indy would call in. And it was hilarious. So it was fantastic. It was fantastic. We had
what Indy has done with that account and his career, whatever. People have got this image of him working in AFC, and if you really think Indy works in KFC, you are absolutely off your trolley. Indy has made a massive, huge success of that account, and is doing brilliantly. Now, he's been on point. People are talking about he sold the account. It's not Indy. Trust me, that is Indy Collier's account. He has admin. He has people working with him. But it's absolutely Indy's, and shout out to Indy. What a fantastic bloke. I speak to him regularly, and I have been speaking to him for the best part of 7 years regularly. And that's all we can reveal about Indy, because that's the way he wants it, and we have to respect that. Right, Gags?
Yeah, absolutely. He's turned around an account that where everybody called a parody into a serious thing. And
well, I tell you what, the ultimate credibility is when the GOAT of GOATs journalist, David Ornstein, credits you.
Yeah. Not only that, though, mate, Indy doesn't take himself seriously as well. He will throw the odd joke one in there still.
And you have to know what he's doing. Yeah, you have to know.
And he's so funny with it, and it's just so hilarious with it. So you have to rate the game. The game is top notch, and no one can even argue with it. And as Asian men in this game, and seeing someone succeed like that, you got to be proud of him, man.
Proud, man.
You got to be proud of him. So you got to be proud of him, and it's just fantastic. So
and he watches the show as well. So props to him. You know what I mean? He didn't pay me for this. He didn't ask me to say this. He didn't tell me to do this. I'm doing it out of the giving credit where credit is due. Indy
used to be funny in the Discord server. People used to laugh at him, and I used to come back.
They still do. I used
to come in and say, by the way, I think he's actually got some sources, So I wouldn't take you just got to decipher which is a joke and which one isn't.
Absolutely.
And since he got the Richard Hughes first thing, I think, or Edwards coming back first as well, some stuff like that back last year. So hey, he gets stuff. So that's that. He gets info. Pay attention, and you got to figure out what's a joke and what's not.
Yeah. So Rory Smith, football correspondent of The Observer, has also given him a shout out. So this is serious. This is an amazing summer. This is an absolute amazing summer. Liverpool have spent how much million probably by the end of the window close to 500 million. I don't know. I'm just, saying figures. 400 million. And Indy Kalia is getting recognized and recognition from the likes of Rory Smith and David Ornstein. Yaar, kya ho gaya, yaar, kya ho gaya?
It's amazing.
This is mad.
Let's switch over to this boy. I do love this boy because he's a true Liverpool fan through and through, Harvey Elliott. And one thing you have to say is that when he did play, or when I see him behind the scenes and I watch all the behind the scenes stuff that Liverpool do inside, and how he treats Mo, like he's still a fan of Mo whilst he's playing with him. He looks up to him like that. He treats him like that. It's like a fan is playing in the game or is spending time with the players. I always love that, because I try and put myself in that position. I would be giddy, in that spot. I'm in my 40s, but if I was his age in early 20s and I was doing that, I mean, I'd have dreams of playing for Rafa Benitez's team when I was a kid, when I was younger, in my 20s, or in my, at that point, because I was just in love with everything to do with the Spanish type of, feel we had around the club, the songs we were singing, the bamba, all those things. It was just an incredible time. And imagine him right now, what he's been through in terms of living this success period with Liverpool as a fan. He's had the greatest time in the world. And you know what? I wish him all the best. I thank him for all the work he did. It's a shame it doesn't work. He's super talented. He doesn't have the pace and the power for the league. Hey, if you go to Bundesliga, I hope you absolutely smash it, lad. I really do. Thank you for everything you've done for Liverpool, and you lived the dream. You lived the dream that we all wanted, that we all wish we had. And I tell you what, you should cherish it. You won a bloody league title with this club, so fair play to you, Harvey. I just wish you all the best. I mean, I don't know what you want to add to that, or think it's the right thing to do for him. It's the right thing to go and play, and he wants to play in the World Cup.
Yeah, look, I echo everything you said. I think he's a wonderful kid. I've had the pleasure of meeting his dad twice at games, and had a good, lovely conversation with him. Had loads of time for us. And all he ever spoke about was his son's love for Liverpool Football Club. He said every time we spoke to him, he goes, he just loves Liverpool, mate. Because you got to remember, they're from London. They're from the Southern.
Yeah, absolutely.
And his dad was like, he just loves Liverpool, mate. He really wants to be a success here. He really wants to make it work. And look, football's it can be harsh as well. It comes with the glory, it comes with the happiness, but also comes with setbacks. And if this is a setback in his career, he's young enough, good enough to make a comeback. Now, when I mean setback, anything after Liverpool is a setback, right? When you're forced to leave, or kind of forced to leave, right, for the betterment of your career, then it is a slight setback. But I hope and I wish him absolute all the best. Just like Nunez, I didn't rate him. Who cares?
No, we wish him the best.
You'd have to rate every single Liverpool player. I didn't rate Nunez, but I absolutely wish him all the best. I did rate and rate. Oh yeah, of course. And I rated Elliott, but I still wish him all the best and have absolutely best wishes for him.
Harvey is super talented, by the way. Just needs to be in the right league and the right team.
Absolutely.
And high octane, high pace for this league. It's just not.
Harvey Elliott's a kind of player that you kind of need facilitators for him.
Yeah, and
you can't have that Liverpool Football Club. We're too big, and we're too, we're ahead of that. To be honest,
you watch Wirtz play in the position that Elliott should be playing in as a 10, right?
Yeah, it's chalk and cheese in it.
Look how he wins the ball back. Look how he charges past players and does. That's the difference.
That's the difference. Yeah.
So we've changed. We've replaced young lad, same age, by the way, as well. I think.
We've got two players for that role now. We've got Szoboszlai, who's going to be the backup to that.
By the way,
Szoboszlai is going to be
both big fans of him last year,
and the backup to Gravenberch, which means Szoboszlai will probably play more games than one of them.
But to be honest, did you see? Have you seen him? He's been the player of preseason.
Agree.
The touch, the running, the skills. He got a bit cocky a little bit, made some mistakes at times, but if he can control the cockiness when he's proper having a good game, mate, Szoboszlai he's been absolutely fantastic. I hope he proves everyone wrong this season at this deeper role and absolutely smashes it. Absolutely. He's so fast. He can pick the ball up. He can run. He can charge back and help us out. By the way, I'm so impressed by Frimpong and Kirkes. I am so impressed by Wirtz. I loved Ekitike's cameo as well. Honestly, I cannot be more excited than anything else. And I can't wait to sign another couple of players in Isak and Guehi and maybe even Fofana. I mean, it is going to be the most incredible transfer window in Liverpool.
Look, I don't want to get too much and too greedy and too carried away. After Isak, Guehi and Fofana, for me, would make it a close 9.5. What, you want to go 10,
bro? It's a 10. How can it be anything else, man? You replaced 2 fullbacks. You got a 10 in to free up Szoboszlai to play in midfield. So you got 4 to rotate 2 positions in the midfield, right? That actually gives them the strength to not lose their legs by March again. By adding words in there.
Guys in the chat, let us know. I'm giving it a 9, 9.5. Gags is giving it a 10. What do you guys give it?
If
We've got about
we
3 minutes left.
A winger, Isak and Guehi, it's a 10.
Okay.
Oh, Dharminder Paji says it's 11 out of 10.
Yeah, but then MK in response to that says DM is 10. Like, meaning if we get a DM, then it's 10.
Yeah, I think that's too much. We can't do that much.
Toronto 8.5. Get in the bin, son. 8.5. What do you want?
No, I can go with a 9.9. To be honest, it's fine. At least
let's agree on 9.7.
It's already a 10. I think the sales make it a 10 too, bro.
Oh, great shout.
You know, like, it's mad.
Oh, I like that. Yeah, Gags. No,
the business. Imagine the full business we've done.
Guys, what's going on? Gags has made 2 amazing points in one show. Normally, I limit him to 1 every 2 weeks or something. He's made 2 brilliant points because you've got to counter the sales.
You've got to.
Mm?
You've got to. I know you've got to run. This has been a fantastic 45 to 50 minutes. There's 5,000 of you watching over all platforms. Thank you so much for joining us again. We really appreciate it. Grizz, till next week, hopefully Friday next week, or if there's another day we could pick, maybe Wednesday again, but Friday probably suits me better. No, next week's game day, Friday. Maybe we're going to do it earlier.
We have to do it because we've got to speak about Charity Shield. We've got to speak about Isak. We've got to speak about the incoming game. We have going to have so much action.
Maybe we do Monday.
Yeah, possibly.
Let me know. We might.
Okay. You know, what I mean? Let us know when you want us next. Tuesday we have the Red Room, so we can't be Tuesday. It will be Monday or Wednesday.
Monday suits me.
Yeah. Well, we'll see how it goes.
You let me know. It's your. I'm always with you, really. Come on,
guys. Do you see how eager we are to come again and talk about Liverpool in front of you lot and just chill out with you guys? This is what it's about. Honestly, we love it. So thank you very much for joining us. It's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure as usual. Great show. Like and subscribe, as MK says. MK says what he says is right.
You know what, as well. Everybody, thank you so much for all the super chats. That's been a tremendous day again for those, and really appreciate all the support. We'll be here next week again. There's loads more on Anfield Index. Keep joining. Go and support Grizz on everything he does as well. Big Six on his own. What's yours? Carnage.
I've changed it. Just simple Grizz Khan now. Type in Grizz Khan. Subscribe. I'm actually going to start doing more videos. So listen, if you want to see more videos from Grizz Khan, you may want to, you may not want to. Go and subscribe to my channel right now. Click subscribe. Click the notification bell. And I will be doing more videos. In fact, I've got one in the pipeline for Darwin Nunez, a special dedication tribute to Darwin Nunez because people think I hate him. Check out the video.
And make sure you get your Liverpool shirts because they are blimmin' boss. Absolutely boss. Right. Thank you, Grizz. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. We'll be back next week on another Chat G&G. Adios.
Take care.